Why do comedy callbacks sometimes fall flat? Have you ever laughed at a joke only to find the follow-up reference just didn't hit the same? Let's talk about why comedy callbacks can sometimes miss the mark. Callbacks are those clever references to earlier jokes that can create a sense of continuity in a performance. They can be a great way to remind the audience of something funny they already heard. But sometimes, they just don't land. One reason callbacks can fall flat is audience forgetfulness. If the audience doesn't remember the original joke clearly, the callback loses its punch. It's essential that the earlier joke is memorable enough for the callback to trigger recognition and laughter. Timing is another critical factor. Callbacks need to be placed just right. If a callback comes too soon after the original joke, it can feel repetitive. On the other hand, if it comes too late, the audience may have lost the connection entirely. Effective callbacks often appear near the end of a set, bringing the routine full circle and providing closure. Sometimes, callbacks can feel forced or unnatural. If a callback seems shoehorned into the routine instead of arising naturally from the material, it can come off as awkward. The best callbacks develop organically during the writing process and fit smoothly within the flow of the performance. The audience's composition and context also play a role. Different audiences have varying levels of attention or familiarity with the material. If a callback relies on a niche reference that didn't resonate with that particular audience, it may not get the laughs you hoped for. Overuse or repetition can also diminish the effectiveness of callbacks. If a comedian relies too heavily on callbacks or repeats the same one multiple times, it can lose its special quality. A callback should be a highlight, not a crutch. Lastly, a callback must have a clear connection to the original joke. If the link is too subtle or obscure, the audience might miss the reference entirely and not find it funny. For comedians looking to master live performance and audience interaction, callbacks can be a powerful tool. They help keep the audience engaged and make the set feel cohesive. However, crafting them requires careful attention to the overall structure of the routine. To improve your callbacks, consider these practical tips. Write and rehearse your routine as a whole to identify natural moments for callbacks. Test them with different audiences to see how they land. Avoid forcing callbacks that don't fit the flow or tone of your performance. Use callbacks to build rapport and reward attentive audience members. And remember to place them strategically, often near the end of your set, to create a satisfying conclusion. When done well, callbacks can strengthen a performance by linking jokes and creating memorable moments. But when they miss the mark, it's often due to timing, memory, relevance, or forced integration.